I didn't plan anything for this video. I didn't write down anything. I'm just winging it, so bear with me. Thought I would try something different. I'm just going to talk about what I know about. And I know I've discussed meditation many times in past videos, but I know about it, I enjoy talking about it, and I hope you listening, you like to hear about it. I started meditating when I was 29 years old. I'm 36 now. And it has been a positive force in my life. Now you can call it grace or whatever. But one day a dear friend of mine sent me a YouTube video of John Butler. He's an author from England. He was also an organic farmer when he was younger. And he was talking about meditation in the video. And have you ever heard of the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear? Well, that's exactly how it happened for me. He appeared out of nowhere. I never saw him before. Never heard about him. I guess it was just the right time. And from that video, I was so inspired that I started meditating soon after. And here I am now. What happens as you continue to meditate, you begin to wake up, and you may notice things that you didn't notice before. Looking at yourself, you catch things, bad habits that you may have, old ways of thinking that have kept you down, that have kept you from growing. So you begin to see more clearly your faults, your weaknesses, but also your strengths as well. Now, we can't be holier than we are. We have to start from where we are. What meditation helps us do is to bring the mind to rest. And it brings us to the present. And as you continue to practice, you begin to have small windows of realization. So you slowly begin to wake up from a dream state where you may be stuck in the past. And it's stopping you from progressing in life. So with meditation, you can work through these old ways of thinking. You can work on the trauma that you've been through, and you begin to let go of it. And you realize that you can look on everything as something new. You don't have to relate it to the past, because we're not the same person as we were. We are not the same person as we were yesterday. And now you can either go in the right direction, or you can digress and spiral downward quickly And it all depends on the choices that we make. Whether we make the right choice or the wrong choice, our life can become better and better, or it can become worse and worse. But there's one thing that Jordan Peterson said that's stayed with me since I heard it. He said that it's better to be in a bad situation that's getting better than a bad situation that's getting worse. You know, we carry heaven and hell with us. What we choose is up to us. Now, there's circumstances in life that we have no control over, but the things that we do have control over, especially the unnecessary suffering that we cause ourselves, that we can stop. There's enough suffering in the world. We don't need to add on to that suffering. And this is what meditation helps us do. It helps us to relieve our own suffering. And from there we can begin to relieve the suffering of others. But the most important thing to start is to focus on yourself. It must be done because you have to put yourself together first before you can do anything else. As John Butler said, to make whole, be whole. You have to make yourself whole first before you can even consider making someone else whole. And this takes a lot of work, and what it takes is humility to accept that you're not all that you could be, and you may not be living up to your full potential. And it's not easy to look at yourself and not like what you see, but it's a necessary step to improving yourself and your life. If you don't choose the life that you want, you may be forced to live a life that you don't want. So I learned to follow my heart and to build the life that I do want, because the alternative is no good. I also find great comfort in taking one day at a time, not thinking about tomorrow, not dwelling on it, letting go of the past and not dwelling on the future, trying to be present here and now and take care of things as they come, one thing at a time. And I found that a schedule helps. To make a schedule so you can have the day that you want to have. And I include meditation in that schedule. I meditate in the morning and the evenings. I meditate in the morning and the evening. Meditation grounds us with our feet on the ground, listening and looking, using our common sense. So overall, to conclude this, meditation is only positive. It's work, but the benefits of meditation are so great. And I recommend that you try it, because it's helped me a great deal. and I'm fortunate that it came into my life and that I started practicing it. So that's about it. I also wanted to mention to you that I haven't mentioned to many people, only a handful of people, but because I'm going to try it, I might as well mention it. I was told about peer recovery work, and I have a background in drug addiction personally and growing up with family members. So I've been around it. I know a thing or two about it, and I think that with my experience, I have something to offer people who are suffering from drug addiction. So I'm going to try out peer recovery work and see how it goes. You know, I'm reaching up. It's much better than starting another dead-end job where you don't make much money. I'd like to challenge myself a little bit and see how I do with that. And of course, I'll continue to work on the YouTube channel and everything else. And also, I'm working on songs and I'm going to start recording soon. I want to put together an album, so I'll keep you up to date on that as well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. To all of my subscribers, thank you. I hope all is well with everyone. Until next time, take care. I had a dream about you. You were covered in blue. With growth and diet ain't nothing new. Did they teach you that in school? It's one for the sun and two for the moon. I'm sorry I've got to go. I just wanted you to know. I had a dream about you. You were covered in gold and covered in blue. We both lied there. I was next to you in the back of a truck, pickup for two. Under the white clouds I do. I had a dream about you. You were covered in gold and covered in blue. You wore it on your nose, I didn't know. You stepped over leaves and twigs, you were free. And I had a dream about you and me. I ran as far as I could. I had to escape what was left of me. I couldn't escape the man I must be. I couldn't speak the words from my lips. Gently put my lips to her hip, and we both spun around like a web from a spider. You make the burden so much lighter. I had a dream about you. You were covered in gold and covered in blue. I had a dream about you. You were covered in gold and covered in blue. I was knocking at your door, you wouldn't let me in. I know you have to see me for me before then. We were both lying down in the back of a pickup. You were covered in gold and covered